Hey Zen fam, I'm recording this kind of super late, it's like 20 to 3 in the morning, but basically I had to wait till I could get the lounge to make this second video for the night. A few hours ago I was streaming away playing Tron Run R. I first played it back in the day on the demo, Cuffing loved it, good stream, had fun, and I thought, well, the stream's over, I'll watch that Disney presentation from the Disney Marvel dealie. And it kicks off right into a trailer for something called Tron Identity. Now, it was a really short trailer, and literally it was just a showing of an identity disk building up its data, glowing, and just looking awesome. And all the way through for those few seconds that trailer was on, I was like, is that an identity disk? And yes it was. For some of you new to Zen fam out there, you should know I adore Tron. I love it. I show every chance I get. If someone's not seen Tron, I take them to Tron. I did it with my wife. I've done it with my son. I love Tron. I had the original VHS pressing for so many years till I literally wore the tape out. Okay, I had the original movie on DVD then I got it on Blu-ray. When I got it on Blu-ray, I got it as a special edition, okay? This special edition has got like 4 discs in it. The other 3 discs are just full of like documentaries and how it was made and art and, you know, all kinds of special edition gubbins that just goes how awesome Tron is. Then, when Tron Legacy came out, the instant that came out, not only did I get it on Blu-ray, I bought it on 3D Blu-ray, okay? And you watch that sucker through a PlayStation VR with that 70-inch virtual cinema screen, surrounded by black, on your back, Pulse headphones on. Oh, I've watched the animation series. I actually got it all from a friend before it was available over here. Then I watched it again on Disney Plus once we finally got to Disney Plus. I adore Tron. I've played Tron R. I've played Tron Evolution. I loved Uprising, the animation series. If it's Tron, I am there. I was there day one when Tron Legacy was to the cinema. I adore Tron. Anytime I see Tron at a gaming convention in the stand-up cabinet, I make a beeline for it. I love Tron. I can't, clarify this enough. So when this tiny little teaser trailer appeared, I lost my mind. I was like, oh my god, it's a new Tron game. And apparently, from what I've been able to pick up thus far, it's basically you're playing a detective game in a time far beyond Clue's rule of the grid. Now, I'm probably speaking to a number of you who don't know anything about Tron, and this is probably the gobbledygook. But if you're a Tron fan, you know that that's significant. So, past the time of Clue, technology and the society of the grid has moved on, and the people from that point, Flynn, Sam, Clue, Tron, they've all fallen into sort of legend and almost religious status, and they've long since passed in the time of the grid, and they've just become part of lore and history, much like how we think about stuff like King Arthur. They've achieved that level of sort of historical zeitgeist, if you will. So that's the reality that you're going into as this game. And as far as I can tell, you're not going in as a user. You yourself are a program, and you're trying to solve a mystery. And there are puzzle elements and point and click talk elements. It's not a fully action-based game from what I've been able to gather. I think there'll be a bit of that, kind of mishmashing a few sort of genre ideas together. But the main thing is, it's an intricate story, and we don't get a lot of that with Tron. We got that with Tron Uprising. There was much more story with that, but then it was a longer project. I mean, it was several episodes, each of them about, I think it was about 23 minutes a piece, maybe a little longer. It's hard to say because, you know, ad breaks in American shows and stuff make shows run funny when they're taking the adverts out. But the fact of the matter is, this is probably going to be a much more deeper involved story than what we got with the two movies, and it's probably going to be as much of an involved story as what we got with Tron Evolution on back of the PS3, and that was a brilliant game. I loved that game. The fact of the matter was, long after that game was released, its servers for the live game were still running for years after, and they were always full of people ready to play. One of the best online lobbies I've come across, apart from MotorStorm Apocalypse. Great game, great lobby. But the fact of the matter is, this Tron game is coming. It's set for next year. It's made by Biffle Industries. You know, Mike Biffle, the legend Mike Biffle. I mean, that guy's made some, well, rather his studio has made some cracking stuff. And I want to play this. In fact, if anything, I've done a lot of emailing, messaging all around every facet of Disney I could think of that had anything remotely to do with this, and I've messaged at Biffle Games and at Mike Biffle himself, trying to see if I could sort of squeeze my way into being one of the reviewers for this game. And I really want this, not just because I want to review a game, but because it's Tron, and I love Tron. I really do. So I just want in on the ground floor of this. You know, I want to review it, I want to view it, I want to play it, I want to stream it, I want to do the whole 9 yards, I want to wear the t-shirt, you know. I'm really actually super hyped for this game, even if it turns out not to be the kind of game I would usually play, which is a fairly small fraction for me. I mean, you've probably seen over the years, through the streams, and through the what I show behind me here on the green screen, I'll give almost anything a go. You know, apart from Fortnite. Nothing against Fortnite, it's just not for them bloke. But yeah, Tron Identity, your boy's hyped. I am very interested in this game, and I really hope I get my hands on a review copy. So, if you're watching this, please spread this video around. Tag Disney, tag Mike Biffle, tag Biffle Games, okay? Tag anybody you can think of that is even remotely responsible or linkable to this video, because I want this to be my first ever proper industry guided, you know, not guided, gifted I should say, game review. I really want to be in the ground floor, play this before everybody else, make an actual proper review, because I get the feeling that this game is probably going to get widely ignored by the bigger YouTubers, and I want to see this game get its just desserts and get out there and be seen and get played, even if it's only by a little minnow guy by me. I want to see this game get seen. So share this video out, that'd be amazing, and of course give me those votes for YouTuber of the month as well, guys. Okay, I'm not going to be too loud here, so hashtag support Scottish YouTubers, and of course, as always, aye, nae bother.